him into better places, and I didn't do that right away. I kind of made a few mistakes.
So what you're trying to say is to get into a different position, you had to remove the legs. And sometimes that's the only way to get in the position you want is to remove the legs.
Cool. Or you end up breaking some potted plants.
Ooh, yeah. I've been there before. That's not a good time.
Mm-hmm. And then you just get irrationally mad when shit like that happens, where it's like, why do I have this fucking thing, all this shit in the way? And you just get mad irrationally, even though you were pretty okay with where everything was before.
Right. And that's the worst part. All of a sudden now, everything, why is this here? Who put this here? When you were the one that put it there. You know what I mean? But you're yelling and screaming anyway, even though like in the back of your head, you know you put it there, but you're just mad and you want something to yell at. But of course, because you're mad and yelling, nobody else is going to point out to the fact that you're the one that put it there either. Fortunately enough, most of the time, because I have so many children, it's actually not me that put it there. So, I mean, at least I have that going for me.
Who gave me the boot when I jumped in here?
Wasn't me.
But you booted. You're good.
Also, this is a cool chair, given I can sit in the front, like, I guess I can move it down. I can sit in front of it like this and just chill like that.
Ooh.
Oh, that's comfortable.
So it's like very cool. I could just like lean over and just like chill like this, like a creepy person. No more boot cam. But
that was just for the previews too for everybody.
But yeah, it's a fun thing. It also has a leg cross thing. I can go over and just kind of cross my legs and like very much chill. And you can like it's a chair for many positions.
I think that should be every chair person. Yeah.
Oh my.
Did those other pictures I gave you for the next series, are those good?
Oh yeah, those are glorious. I love how high definition some of the ones you found are.
It's shocking.
Right. Like I was really surprised like how high def some of the ones you found are, because I was like, holy cow, especially this one that we use for the thumbnail. That I love that. I was talking to Sunker about this. I was like, I love this picture. I just absolutely do. Like this with Susan and the doctor, and it's just like this is all this like grandfather, like this could be a picture at Christmas.
Yeah, with Ian and Marco Polo as well.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. But like granddaughter sitting in grandpa's lap, you know, even though she's a little too old for it, but it's grandpa and she loves him and she's been a little girl around him forever and this is what she does, and it's not, and it's like, it's just so adorable and cute. And he's just got that like warm, like loving, like grandpa face on him. And it's just like, I saw that picture and I was like, oh, I'm going to spend some extra time. We got to put a thumbnail together for this, because I just love that picture. Even though this will be it'll probably be the last show we get to use it for, but I don't care. I love that picture.
For the 62nd anniversary.
Oh, is today the 62nd anniversary? Is that this weekend?
That's today.
What? Today?
Oh, it is. Oh, yeah. See, I remember you telling me that earlier this week. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, we should have probably like made that a thing about something, but.
And what? No anniversary episode with shooting blanks gotcha.
Well, okay, to be completely fair, though, like nobody's going to do a 62nd anniversary. Like, to be completely fair. But, like, if 65 and he got something good going on, yeah, you totally use it as an excuse to do something. But 62, no, you just look like a jackass trying to find an excuse to do something special. And then you look like you're desperate, which they already look desperate enough. So doing something like that would just make them look even more desperate.
You know what's funny? You said 62nd as in 6'2", but all of a sudden like 60-second is in 1 minute.
Oh,
could you imagine? Hey, this is the anniversary with Shooty Godfa. Last 1 minute. Bye.
Yes.
I mean, wow, considering he's already gone, that's about all you'd get anyway. It's going to be fascinating to see what they try to pull off with that Christmas special that they got planned for next year. Because, I mean, you're stuck, right? You have to bring back Billy Piper. Shooty's gone. Like, Shooty's gone. We already know that. You're stuck. You have to bring back Billy Piper for that episode. So your only option is Billy Piper and David Tennant. And holy shit, are they going to look so damn desperate if that's what they end up doing? Because I don't know what else they can do at this point.
I'm already seeing people posting on YouTube about leaked photos and showing Billy Piper in the images in a similar outfit close to Shirigawa's.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we were talking about that on the live stream months ago. That once all that stuff concluded, that was like the only thing they could do. What else are you going to do?
Yeah.
Right. So it's like, and like I said, all I'm waiting for at this point is like the David Tennant set leaks, because like they don't have any other option. So, and that's why I think that I firmly believe that's exactly why they did the bi-generation nonsense, was so that way it would give them an out. It gave everybody an out,
which is
including Shooty and Russell T Davies and everybody else.
Which it's very funny because that, even though they mentioned it within the same duology episodes for the end of the season, the bi-generation didn't happen for Shurigawa.
What do you mean it didn't happen for him? When
When he
went. Well, it was supposed to be a special event because of the Toy Maker. I actually watched those episodes. Lord help me.
I watched the last episode of Shurigawa, and the Ronnie said that the bi-generation kicked in for when the Time Lords were all destroyed because of what the Master pulled with that whole Timeless Child bit. So every living
broke.
Every living time, because Time Lords are now because of the what the Master did, all Time Lords are now sterile. So bi-generation is a way for Time Lords for the last surviving Time Lords to continue.
Look, here's the thing about this though. Okay. No one except for you and a couple other freaks on the internet actually saw that episode. Yes. Lois, and I say that in the most loving and respectful term because we are freaks. But nobody is going to remember that, and nobody is going to give a shit. They are going to forget that. Nobody's ever going to think about that again.
I know, but I'm just pointing out.
Make all of it a bad dream with Shurigawa. You watch.
I know. I'm just pointing out how that they can't even keep their own canon straight in the same episode that they talk about it.
They ain't been able to keep. They have not been able to keep canon straight since the greatest showrunner of modern Who left. Okay, so and he could barely keep his own canon straight. So I mean, so yeah. I mean, what did you expect? What did you expect from people who don't care about canon? Use it as nothing more than a member berry to try to bring in people into a dying series because they have killed it off because of what they've done.
Yeah.
Or they just flat out intentionally rewrite canon. So it's like, yeah, they're never going to mention it again. Nobody's ever going to talk about it. And it's all going to be completely and totally just written off into the fucking ether.
No point to it. No point.
Oh, absolutely. And that's the worst part about that last season because of how many people they brought in how much stuff they brought in from the classic era just to shit it away on member berries because Russell T Davies had no idea what he was doing.
Well, on top of that, what happened with Carole Ann Ford, the Doctor's granddaughter coming back?
I know that all got wasted and thrown away.
And then all that got thrown out because Judy Gotwar saw the writing on the wall and said, my knees hurt. I need to do something else like ballet.
My knees hurt.
And no bullshit. The rumor behind the scenes was that his agent told him flat out, dude, you need to get out of here now. This series is and it will take you down with it if you do not get out.
He's not going to have a career afterwards.
I mean, he'll go off and do some like gay rom-coms in Hollywood.
I saw a trailer of a movie that he's in that's coming out. I don't know. I don't remember what it was, but it looked gay anyways.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's all he's ever going to play.
Which is what he wants to play.
Well, and that's all he is. That he is his sexuality in he's like ego version of his sexuality. That's all he is. That's all these people know how to be is their identity. Whatever they identify as inside of their brain, that's
okay. So it's a movie that already came out.
All he played. That's why he was never the Doctor. All he played was a flamboyant gay man running around in a TARDIS.
So he was.
It wasn't even the one we wanted.
No, yeah. So he just was in a movie called The Roses, which was a black satirical comedy.
Oh God.
Well, Not black as in black, but black as in ha ha dark humor.
Oh, okay. Well, I think okay. Well, I mean, okay. I mean that I might actually be interested in.
The Roses is here's the thing. The Roses is a really bad remake of The War of the Roses, starring Michael Douglas and Kathleen.
Oh yeah, that one was. But wasn't that one a remake of something too?
Technically,
It
remake,
was
yes,
based off of a novel.
but let's face, and also
I thought they'd done a movie before that one.
War of the Roses is a very dark comedy, but at the same time,
I love that movie.
in a way, it is a good movie because, I mean, you got 3 actors all at the prime of their game. Kathleen Turner was fading at that point, but she was still very much at the top of her game. You got Michael Douglas,
absolutely.
Danny DeVito. And I mean, a lot of people agree that's kind of like a trilogy. All 3 of them had a chemistry in that movie.
Yeah.
They really did.
And the next movie that Judy Gott was gonna be in is a movie called The Queen of Fashion.
So boy,
drama movie.
I wonder what character he's gonna play.
And also, if I can interject and finish off with the 1989 War of the Roses, it actually had a bittersweet but uplifting ending because Danny DeVito's character, the divorced lawyer, I mean, it's a retelling everything. And it's actually a sad tale. And Danny DeVito saying, hey, listen, I've come to the point now I'm rich. I will defend you. He said, but no, I want you to, he said, listen, you take a moment and you really think over.
God.
What?
No, I know I'm looking at something else. I just came. Apparently, he was in a play also this year called.
Oh yeah, that was the first thing he was gonna do after he left was the play. I remember that.
Born with Teeth.
From like the Variety articles and shit. I remember that. Sorry, no, Griffin, go on. What was your thought?
I just exclaimed out loud.
To compare, the 1989 movie is a pro-marriage movie, which says, hey, listen, it's not going to be easy. Sometimes it's going to feel like you rip your heart out, but it is always worth staying with you. And it even says it. If you can find even one shred of that high school sweetheart you married, go back. I'll pretend you weren't here. And the guy does it. You see him, without a word, he debates, and he gets up and he leaves, very clearly going back to his wife. And Danny DeVito calls his wife, and the last thing you hear is, honey, I'm coming home. I love you. Go back and take a look. In this one, it's like, that's just how it rolls. They're saying, divorce it doesn't work. Hey, man, just go get another one. You tell me which message is actually more worthwhile.
No shit, right? Yeah, well, that's modern day messaging for you. That's a modern day remake. So that's why everybody has a problem with that.
In modern day, marriage is just a commodity instead of being a lifetime commitment.
Yeah. Well, and it's also the Hollywood mentality, right? This is what happens when you have everything and you don't have to work together for anything. You know what I mean? And so it's like, it's nothing to them. You know what I mean? It's just like, okay, somebody, whoever basically my roommate leaves, because it doesn't affect their life. It doesn't really change their life unless they have kids, and even then some of them don't give a shit about that. The kids are just fucking, handbag trophies.
Purse puppies were disgusting.
Purse puppies. And in some cases we saw a lot of that in like the mid to late 2000s.
How many of, I'm trying to remember who's got a lot of kids that all of them are basically turning out to be transgender now?
That would be.
There's 2 of them.
Jolie.
That's brainwashing.
Well, I don't know.
I'm blanking on her name. Come on.
No, it's this chick from Transformers. It's the chick from Transformers, and then it's the chick, Megan Fox, and the chick
Melina Kunis.
But the chick from the Devil's Advocate, the one who played Keanu Reeves' wife. She also played Monster.
Somebody else pointed out, said, gee, have you noticed a pattern? Excessively pretty women who got passed around and are bitter.
Yeah.
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 Well, that's a lot of women. Well,
and what's wild about it too is it was one of those things where it's like they just, and now they take it out on everybody else too. And it's like, well, you played the game too. You know what I mean? And you sacrificed yourself and you got what you wanted, right? You got that career, you got them big houses. Got more money than you'll ever be able to spend in the rest of your life.
You shook hands with the devil. And you got what you wanted.
Yeah.
Well, just to go over and cut back to remakes not really getting the life of the original, before we get into Doctor Who, that reminds me of Shall We Dance, where it started off as it was a Japanese film about ballroom dancing.
Nice.
And it was actually a very sweet one where it's just like a office guy who really didn't, he was doing just the basic 9 to 5. He had a wife, he had a kid, and it was just a very tasteless life. He didn't have much else in his life. And then he sees this pretty girl at the dance studio, and that's what Hollywood hit on. They're like, oh, it's because of the pretty girl and stuff like that.
Yes.
When in reality, though the pretty girl got him into the dancing thing, she basically tells him off when he was being a little bit too forward. In a very nice Japanese way. So it's not explosive. It's just like, I'm your teacher.
Right.
And if you're only here for me, then that's
here for the wrong reason.
You're here for the wrong reason. So it turned into a very sweet thing where they're like, oh, he's only in it for his teacher. And after she tells him off, he still keeps going back until finally, like, he does dance with his wife.
Nice.
And it's very sweet because he says, as they started like doing little dances because she's not very equipped to do so, he's like, I'm sorry for neglecting you. Like, he was living a tasteless life and he wasn't giving anything to her either. So it was a very sweet back and forth thing. The remake fucks it up because it's so Hollywood. It's like, we have to tango. It has to be very much and a lot, and it's just like, oh.
Oh, and I just saw on X before I jumped on here. So they just I guess they just released the second part of Wicked, and I'm already seeing people coming out talking about Dorothy and how, yes, Wicked is a horrible story to begin with, but apparently they made further changes to Dorothy's character in the movie compared to the novelization of Wicked. To where they made Dorothy into a mean biatch compared to her book counterpart, who is more sympathetic towards the Wicked Witch of the West.
Of course they did.
I like the play a bit. I haven't seen the full one, but I watched a lot of the things, and I watched a lot of the setup. Because, yeah, I like some of Wicked. It's, like, my favorite song is Loathing. Because it's just girls being bitchy to each other in college.
But in the end, Wicked is still a gay fan adaptation.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Like, I don't see them as, like, gay lovers. They were both, like, they're two girls going after a
gay man wrote it.
Right. Well, yeah, but that doesn't necessarily influence the story. It doesn't. Obviously,
are you sure about it? Doesn't influence the story?
Well, it's not. It doesn't discount Sunker's point. Is what I'm trying to say.
Like, I can absolutely understand like it not being your cup of tea, but like, as the story stands, they're not fucking gay for each other. They both go after the same guy, so they're pretty fucking straight. It's more like a sisterhood thing.
But unfortunately, you have the LGBT community who has taken the story.
They've made him gay. They made him gay.
And on top of that, this is one of the earliest of the trend of, the villain is just misunderstood.
Oh yeah. This is like one of the OG ones that went viral.
Or more appropriate. Here's my thing about it.
I should say.
There is no villain. There is no morality.
Yeah.
They villainize pretty much the wizard. That's the one thing. I wish the wizard wasn't such a villain. I wish he was a little bit more sympathetic, but you know.
And I mean, if I remember correctly, I think in the end, because I read the summary of the story and everything, but like, isn't in the end, it turns out the wizard was the Wicked Witch of the East and West's father. Yeah,
like he had the one night stand with Elzebub's mom.
He drugged her, if I remember correctly.
Well, he gave her the
green elixir, so he got her she
up.
became green.
Yeah, he boosted her up really bad with the fucking elixir.
Oh, wow.
It's not in the novels at all. Frank Baum is an interesting person, but he was actually still a pretty good dad. He was, and a husband. I'm going somewhere with this.
Which is why I don't like the Wicked adaptation to his story, because it's just...
I have the
That's
entire collection of Wizard of all the all the Oz books, all of them.
Yes.
They're 200. I've read all of them. They're pretty strange, but here's the thing: they were all written in serial. And so, I mean, they changed canon. Like, I can really go in it. Stuff which says, is permanent. 2 years later, he changes. But that's because Frank Baum was writing it chapter by chapter, serial by serial. And he'd admit that sometimes he'd forget. But at the same time, no, he wasn't. It wasn't as. But and it's funny because he says there's no such. He tried not to put any kind of morality in his book, but eventually he does. Like, for instance, that Dorothy really is. It's kind of hinted that Dorothy was brought into Oz on purpose. I mean, intentionally, not by her, but because Oz is a place where there's goodness and sweetness, and it was getting out of balance, so she was brought in. The wizard is admittedly a shall I say, trickster, but the thing is, he's the ever famous. Let me sum up. He's the old door-to-door salesman who is, trying to sell you something, but ultimately he's the door-to-door salesman with a heart, because they hint that during one time when he's been selling this whatever, there was a little girl who needs something, and he very discreetly gave it to her, knowing it would make him miss a meal that day. That's the wizard.
Yeah, and that's why I didn't like that they really villainized him in Wicked.
Yeah, the one adaptation that I've seen of the Wizard of Oz story that I kind of like a little bit is the it's a sci-fi adaptation. It's called the
Tin Man.
Tin Man, yes, thank you.
Yeah!
Tin Man's good. Tin Man's good.
I love Tin Man.
You know what else is really good, boys and girls? Classic
Doctor
Who.
Who.
Yes, it is.
Disgrace when Doctor Who was good, when it burned like it should, when the TARDIS doors slammed and the monster still stood. Fear was all too real. Common nerd ranting, hands in the air. Gallifrey's gone, he's pulling his hair. When Doctor Who was good, when it burned like it should, when the stories had weight and the endings were Mr. Grant Gregory, he knows it all, the rise, the fall, the cannon call with his scarf and his specs and his books stacked tall. Grant Gregory, tell us
night, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. It's just become a nerd, bringing you pop culture and all things nerdy through a common sense lens. And welcome to another wonderful edition of When Who Was Good, boys and girls, the classic Who episodes. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the Lost episodes tonight. We continue our journey through the Lost episodes, which are a lot of fun. Shout out to all of the folks out there that compiled this stuff out there into the dark, seedy corners of the internet that made sure we at least have the audio available and some really cool stills. Those were fans that put stuff like that together, and you gotta love fans for their dedication and that extra time they put in for stuff that is completely and totally free, but it's for the rest of fandom to enjoy and love. And fortunately enough, we have that tonight. So we are going through the Marco Polo series because, as always, if you got, as a friendly reminder, Classic Who is divided up into seasons and series. So it's basically your overarching story arc. Instead of having one for a whole season, we get like 5-6 episodes. And since they're only 30 minutes, it works out great. So it really has been a lot of fun with this. And honestly, even with the stills, the audio we were listening to from the last one, Sunker mentioned she loves doing audio dramas anyway. And so it's one of those things like this was actually still ended up being a lot of fun. We could still hear a lot of the emotion, a lot of the stuff that was going on, the stills. They've got enough of them that at least you can see kind of the scene and kind of imagine what everything's going on. And honestly, you can still hear a lot of the great emotion coming through because there's just a lot of wonderful actors in this series, and you can still hear a lot of the stuff that they're doing come right through the way they are. And then some of the stills that we found for some of those, like we did for the fine thumbnail that Spartacus found, like some of these are just fabulous and shows you how much love and effort they put into all of this kind of stuff. So it's a lot of fun, boys and girls. So we're going to get into all of that. We had a good time last week with the beginning of the Marco Polo series out there. Basically we've got Genghis Khan, Marco Polo. This is his time where Marco Polo was spending time in Genghis Khan's like little horde as part of like a member of his court. And the doctor happens Kublai Khan. Thank you. Kublai Khan.
I was like, I'll let them go
after
over.
Genghis Khan's grandson.
Thank you. I knew it was one of the it was the descendants, right? So it's the descendants. I was getting there. But no, it was the Descendants.
The Descendants is a Disney property.
Whenever Genghis Khan was lovingly showing Marco Polo how to, carve a heart out of somebody's chest, and salt it and
oh god,
and season it and eat it, while beating while the guy is still alive. A very tasty treat.
Well, and what's fun about that too is it's just one of those things. I was going to say, he really knew how to carve the heart out of Asia. So if nothing else,
can't argue that.
No, you
that's
can't.
almost as bad as when I heard about people balloons, but I don't think that was Genghis Khan.
Oh God, I don't even. The dark, seedy parts of the internet that you go to, Sunker, make me really wonder about you sometimes.
That wasn't True Crime. That was actually the Belisarius series from David. That's what they would do with their conquest, the bad guys, which actually aren't bad guys, but they are bad guys. It's very interesting with the history that David Drake plays with.
And then I think I've told you about the milk and honey torture.
Oh God, was that the one with the goat?
No, that's this. I don't know. Should I go ahead and recite that one again?
Not too explicitly.
So the accused would this goes back to ancient times, even Persia, around Persia, maybe even further than that, where the accused would be forced to sit in between two boats that were placed back to each other, so they could push him out into the water, but they would be feeding him only milk and honey, and so he would proceed to defecate while his hands, feet, and head were trapped, which would then attract flies, rats, and other things. And they would continue just letting him sit there, continuing to feeding him milk and honey until he was dead.
Wow. That is
Jesus. Just kill him. Just kill him. At that point, just fucking kill him. You're wasting good milk and honey, you son of a bitch.
The creative methods that humanity has come up to do evil things to each other never ceases to amaze me. I'd imagine we've made Lucifer blush a couple of times.
And you know what? They probably had lower crime rates than we did.
To be fair, I mean, when you got a punishment like that,
because almost every crime was the punishment for almost every crime back then was either you lose a piece of your body or you died.
Oh my gosh! Well, speaking of things that are a punishment to all of us, Sunker Maiden. You, my dear, how's everything been for you? How was your game earlier? I heard you were playing with a kitty.
I was playing with a pussy. Hello. I was playing Stray. I just went over and finished it. It's a good kind of B-rated game. So it's kind of like an Octodad in terms of like quality and full. My brain just died. I'm sorry. It's around the same quality as Octodad in terms of like quality. But it's a very, very fun game. If it's on sale on Steam, go over and grab it. You'll have a lot of fun being a little shithead cat, just going over and breaking stuff, and it's very sweet. It's kind of also like a Soma light, but it's not like a horror game at all.
Right.
It plays with the concepts of like robots imitating humans, a lot like Nier Automata. So it's very interesting, but it's not like groundbreaking. It's just cute and fun.
All right. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Tea. Oh, somebody's got her tea going. Very nice. Out of a fancy new mug. I like it.
Well, it actually comes with like a little mushroom top.
Oh, is that one? Oh, is that the one? That's the one you were showing off, last week or whatever. Yeah. Oh, yeah, because it's got the little ridges down it. Oh, yeah, dude, I love that. We've all got a little mushroom top when we sit down, so it's respectable. It's understandable. Speaking of mushroom tops, Griffin, what's going on, buddy? How's your day been going?
Sleepy. I'll just leave it at that. Had a long day yesterday. We'll just leave it at that.
Well, there you go. What'd you think of last week's Marco Polo? I meant to ask Sunker this too. We'll let her talk about it in a second though. But what'd you think of last week's episode? Since she got to gush over it last week anyway. What'd you think of it as far as like, especially the fact that we're not having like the video and everything else? Were you having it? I mean, I know you watched these when they came out. You were there. So like you got to see these broadcast on television. But
if you recall, we did actually review quickly, and I still have the same opinion that this is a testament of how good they are. I do agree with Spartacus. It would have been nice to have seen the live action because, especially the actress who played, I'm blanking on the character's name, but the 16-year-old bride,
Susan.
Oh
no, Poe-cheat or Poe.
Good grief! I would have loved to have seen it. And it's like not when you realize it. Like, yeah, I mean, this was good enough as is. But imagine if we could actually see all of it. She delivered. You can see it in the voice. You can see it in the stills. Especially the one picture of her with the doctor after he's healed up. And there's that grandfather, older uncle kind of charm, where they're close together. And she's, I mean, he
Pincho.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. They did a great job with selecting Marco Polo. That nice balance of authority, compassion, but also desperation.
And handsome.
Not my style, but I cannot argue. Okay, no, hey, I'm a guy. Hey, if you're an artist, you recognize beauty for beauty, and that guy, a little jealous. Why?
It's that jawline. It's just like, holy fuck. Shit.
Everyone's like, look, I'm not, but if
I'm not gay, but
no. But I didn't know.
I can tell a beautiful man when I see a beautiful man.
Yes, and it said no. It was like, I wish I could be that good looking.
Yeah, it's kind of like girls are like, fuck, I want her tits. Fuck, her legs are awesome.
I mean, it's just that the Lord blesses us with different things equally. So, I mean, think about it, Griffin. If you would have been born pretty, you probably would have been stupid. So I don't know. I mean, we see plenty of people pretty that go through life stupid, and I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'm clearly. I'll just put it this way: I'm clearly the ugly one of my family. You should see my sister and my brother in their, especially in their prime. Then there's me. But it happens.
Well, that makes sense then. Well, speaking of things that don't make any sense, Spartacus, what's going on, buddy? How's everything been for you? How was your weekend?
I live a conundrum. I'm joking.
Yeah.
It was dear Lord. the having James and Kay at last. I'm trying to think. Table was actually timing how long the game was going to last before it went sideways, and I think he said it was something like 12 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
God. when James's character was thrown into an arena, into a gladiatorial arena with a Wookiee, and then he somehow convinces the Wookiee not to fight him, and said they get down to talking about Wookiee prong.
Oh,
well, there's something for everyone. Would it be considered furry prawn? It's a hard thing with Wookiees.
Oh, it's just those are. I mean, they're an anamorphic species. They're not technically animals. They're still humanoid.
They're an alien.
There's so many questions I don't want to contemplate, Sunker. Why did you ask this question? Why did really Kay go there? Or why did it wasn't even her, it was her husband, wasn't it?
Yes, James.
But
and then after that, Saturday had Thanksgiving lunch with my dad and the family, and then today, just like an hour before the show started, we finished Thanksgiving dinner with my mother and the family, because my sister, she's going out to Florida for her in-laws Thanksgiving dinner.
Nice. Well, that'll be fun then. That'll be fun. Well, what did you think of last week's with the Marco Polo and not having video? Because you're the one that dug You're the one that dug all of this stuff for it. It's dug all of this stuff up for us. Blech, I had too many doubts.
I enjoyed it, but to be honest, sharing it with you guys is making it a lot more fun.
Agreed.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I love him.
No, it's definitely a situation. And we've talked about this, and Sunker and I have talked about this the entire time. We've gone through Doctor Who, and back when even Grant was here on the regular and everything else. It's like, it's one of them situations where like we appreciate this so much more going through it together and actually sitting here and critically thinking about some of the episodes and comparing a lot of things. And it's like, we Sunker and I bring it up before. Is that episode that Grant was like, oh, this is the only bad episode in the entire season. It's like, well, after we gave our perspective on it, he's like, oh, I never thought about it like that. He's like, okay, I take it back. There isn't a single bad episode this entire season.
Well, in truth, we agreed with him at the time. We're like, oh, I remember this episode being kind of schlock. This episode was not that great, even though it had a lot of good elements. And then we watched it and new eyes. Maybe it was just because all the other episodes were so peak that this one didn't the one that the Slovene episode, the second
the Slovene episode. And I think that's always a good possibility of it too. It's like, oh yeah, you're still pretty shiny, but you're not as shiny as everything else in the room. So
Pop quiz.
What you're is platinum coded?
What is the species of the Slovene?
Oh well, I remember their home planet. I can't do it all.
What's that?
It's the Rexapatorius.
Raxacorcophalpatorius.
You're reading that off the screen. Stop.
No,
it.
I'm not. I just watched it a couple too many times to remember it.
That's the kind of nerds we cater to around here, boys and girls. Let me tell you.
Hey, we've been kind, and we haven't even mentioned the Sheboygans lately.
Shut up! Oh my god,
that is true.
They couldn't come up with a better name than Sheboygans.
This is the 60s, though.
Technically, it is Shebogans, not Sheboygans.
Shebogans. But isn't the plural Sheboygans?
Nope, Shebogans.
Oh, it's still Shebogans. Okay, well.
They sound too similar to the Cheeseheads. I'm sorry.
Well, and that's gonna be the thing. Like, really, what's the difference between one or the other? A Wisconsin accent.
It was it's a different neighborhood. You see, it's from the same area. It's just a different neighborhood. Yes,
different area code.
Yeah, that's literally exactly what I'm saying. It's like okay, how close are you to Canada? It's the difference between a Sheboygan and a Sheboygan. It's literally how close do you live to Canada? So yeah, we get down like that around here. It's hilarious. So, but yeah, Sunker, how did you enjoy it going? Because you didn't know, you and I are the ones that haven't ever experienced these in any format whatsoever.
Well, I loved it. Of course, having the original footage would have been better, but I still loved it regardless. That people were able to find the audio and then find stills and pictures of the production, and then still meshed it all together, did their best. I did get a couple laughs when they were like, that one still they had of Susan looking unhappy with Cho with Cho, and it's just like, it's just their stills against the background. It's just like, that's a little silly, but no, I freaking loved it. I love the episode. I like how it just feels like an entertaining adventure rather than something that's being annoying and preachy. And it's like, it makes me feel really sad for the last episode with Capaldi. You fucked me up so much. I almost said Capadelli. With
Capaldi. Peter,
when they got that lookalike actor that looks exactly like Hartnell.
Oh, I know.
It makes me more sad because they kind of bastardized his character.
Yeah, well, some of the lines that they gave him were way too modern. Yeah,
it was there to kind of poke a little fun at the old man trope.
Right. And it was, especially when we go back and watch all of this stuff too. That's what makes it even worse and more atrocious, is because of what they did. Because you go back and watch this, Hartnell was never like this. Hartnell wasn't sexist. He was speciest. Okay. He looked down on humans. It had nothing to do what gender you were. He was looking down on, he treated both of them as equally stupid. And lower life forms than him. Yeah, initially, right? And we went through that episode and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so it was like, he was never like that, you know. And there was some of the there was like those moments where he wanted to be protective of his granddaughter, right?
But that's his granddaughter, and he's around with a bunch of savages. And so yes,
that little dig about him saying bending Bill over his knee to give her a smack on the bottom. That comes later on in season 2. And he does actually make that comment towards Susan, but that's because Susan acts irresponsibly and causes a little bit of mayhem.
Oh.
And people forget back then that was actually more commonplace. And
she was also 16, so still technically a minor and under parental guardianship. So guess what? In the state of Texas, I can spank your ass all the way until you're 18. And actually, technically, all the way until you're out of my house.
But yeah, to make a comment to Sunker's comment about them finding these pictures, a lot of these pictures were luckily found because they were in the custody of the director who did a number of these episodes. He was able to he got a lot of them, and when he passed away, they were able to get these pictures from his estate, and Loose Cannon was able to get the pictures from his estate and use them.
Nice.
Love it. And actually what I hope for with the advent of AI videos, everything's AI now.
That's
right. The new
buzzword. You don't okay.
No,
I'll let you done.
Let her cook.
What will be interesting is if people can go over and make AI videos using the still images.
No, I agree with you, but it's just, I'll wait till you're done. No, I'm sorry.
No, it's just that, like, because AI is getting more and more advanced, and because you're able to go over and play around with camera angles and stuff like that, you can kind of bring to life episodes and videos that are completely lost.
I believe you, but Jesse, could you do me a favor?
Probably.
This is a tiny sidestep. Sorry, audience, but I think even the audience will enjoy this. 15-second clip. Jesse, could you please check your email?
No. Are you? God. Did I hit on a project that you were on, sir?
No, but you're talking about how, wouldn't AI be great to bring back some old episodes and, bring back life to...
the ones that have been lost, like, because the episode itself is pretty much lost, and all we have is the audio and some stills, so...
Unless we're lucky enough to find it in a private collector's possession.
But right. in the chance that we do not have one of those crazy-ass collectors, it's the next best thing.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure you hit send, Griffin?
Oh, yes, I did. Let's see.
What time?
No.
It should have been sent to...
Griffin getting out his AI dick.
That's
No.
At least you know it won't be as bad as Grant's. That stuff is horrifying.
Well, it's me making out with shit.
Okay.
It's quite rude.
Not a problem, then. Not a problem. Okay. What I can do to what email address would work for you?
Well, I just
say it out
I don't
loud
know.
so everyone knows your email.
Yeah,
address.
right. Exactly. No, I like
How
just
about we?
reply to
How
the
about
one
we
I sent.
save it for?
Just
for
put
next?
it. Yeah, just save it. Well, just put it in the private chat or something.
He just
Cut and
got
paste
upset
it.
and left.
No, he's probably trying to do something. He probably accidentally closed out of the wrong screen. That's okay. It'll be all right. Griffin will survive. Griffin will be back. He just needs to put it in the private chat. That would be the easiest way to do it.
Hoppa. The spanking will continue until morale improves. Well,
Amen to that.
That
Amen to
will
that.
improve morale.
Oh wait.
There you go. I just replied.
See, you didn't send it.
No, I sent it. Well,
just drop it in the private chat. I can cut and paste from there.
Okay.
But yeah, that'll work too. All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen,
Done.
everybody's had their fun. What? Go ahead. I'm
Done.
gonna pull this up. All right, see, there you go. That's way easier.
AI.
It's way easier for me to whip this out this way.
Just a fair warning. It's
Let me just whip this out.
no. Fair warning, people. This is Hellraiser.
Holy cow, this is awesome and horrifying. Boys and girls, ladies and
The
gentlemen.
power of AI.
Yes.
Dude,
Yes.
the crossover we never got, but we all deserve.
Oh God!
Mr. Rogers and the Hellraiser.
The audio. You need the audio.
Okay, let's
It's
see.
only 15 seconds.
Right.
Hold on. I'm
Hello
gonna-
there. You must be new to the neighborhood.
I have come from a realm beyond pleasure and pain.
Well, everyone comes from somewhere, don't they?
I think if there would be one person the Hellraiser would not take, it would be Mr.
Yep.
Rogers.
Yep.
It would totally be Mr. Rogers.
The comment was the Hellraiser people. They're the one. They actually solved the puzzle box. This is what happens when the puzzle box opens for them.
Oh, they get Mr. Rogers.
I want my BDSM torment pleasure.
Yeah, it's like,
Hello,
no,
buddy.
would you like to see my train? Let me show you my inside sweater. Let's take off our sweater vest and let's put on our indoor sweater vest.
You know what? I need to go over and talk to my good friends. All of them. We're all happy and nice to each other.
Let me go talk to, let's get I can't remember the little king and queen's name from the little puppets.
Kingdom of make believe.
Yeah, let's go.
Think about that.
Let's go check out the Kingdom of Make Believe. And that would get the Hellraiser excited until he sees what the Kingdom of Make Believe is.
Oh God!
What is this?
Oh, that's so incredible. That would be fabulous.
So yes, AI. You might want to double check what you're asking for.
Well, I'm
anyone-
just saying
Does anyone
in
know of an
making
actor?
it for the right intent, you could go over and get back some of those episodes, sort of.
Agreed.
Does anyone know of the actor Udo Kier?
No.
Sounds like a spice.
Well, he this is I guess this is a somewhat famous actor, but he unfortunately passed away today.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh,
All right,
so
let's say hi. Let's say hi to all of the fabulous folks out there in the chat, boys and girls. But before we do, as a friendly reminder, if you are watching this over on YouTube or catching this over on the replay, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, but we are going to do primarily the show over on Rumble. And the reason behind that is because of the copyright systems and the bots and all that kind of stuff. All the automated systems over on YouTube will strike us. They will shut us down. They will cause the stream to not even be visible to all of you fabulous folks over there, so you won't even get to hear our opinions on what we think of the series so far of these lost episodes. So if you would like to do this watch party with us and actually experience these episodes together and enjoy all of that fun stuff with us, join us on one of the alternative platforms out there, either Rumble, kind of one of our little home base outside of YouTube. Pilled is always an option, and Kick as well for a lot of you fikes out there that like to hang out with all them streamers and do all that kind of stuff. So we're going to say hi to all of you fabulous folks out there in the chat. But yes, please join us over there. And as always, fun little Saturday night, Sunday night kind of stuff out there. We got Dancing Sunker, Dancing Baby, Sunker making out with a lizard, $50 donations, $100 donations. You got all kinds of other things out there and stuff like that. So yeah, we can do, there's all kinds of fun options. Or you can play Get Common Nerd Stoned as well. So yeah, that's all the kind of fun stuff that we've got going on. But we're going to say hi to all of you fabulous folks, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. So please join us over on one of those alternatives, because that's what we've got going on. So please, all right, let's say hi to all of you guys out there. And obviously, thank you, Sunker, for the raid as well, because Kyle Saber and Hassa Hoppa, appreciate that. And Shadow Ward 99 and a few of the others jumped in on that. So I appreciate you guys. But now let me highlight everybody out there in the chat too. Hassa Hoppa, what's going on, buddy? Says you're going to put on a rabble-rousing probation until you start fomenting more rebellion.
We are going to go into a Star Wars tabletop after we finish Moon Lords.
There you go. That's true too. There you go. I'm excited for that one to see how all of that goes. John Washburn over on YouTube. Good to see you, John. Glad you made it in, buddy. Always good to see you, man. Always good to see you. Hey, there we go. Hey, look at that. Oh, here we go. This is going to be great. Oh, look, now they're sending money too. They'll just do chargebacks later anyway.
No, I actually do want to see weirdo propaganda. Okay.
Oh yeah, it's okay. We'll get to it. Everybody gets it in order. Everybody gets it in order. First come, first serve. Kyle Saber says, I'll get better, especially for that one, because they're just going to charge it back anyway. Normally donations and stuff come first, but we're going to.
Oh, they do that. That's so fucking lame.
Oh, yeah. Kyle Saber says, I'll get better, sir. Don't put me in the probation again. Oh, wait, are you guys playing with the Rumble bot again? I can't ever tell with you guys. Shadow Ward 99. Shadow Ward 99. What's going on, buddy? Says you are all diseased. You are all diseased. Thank you, Shadow Ward 99. Good to see you, buddy. Oh, no, Miss Glow. What's going on, sister? Says, hey, nerd. And yeah, there you go. Nerd. There you go. Thank you, Miss Glow. She had to give you the D just by itself. They hit the TARDIS with a mallet to make a bonus TARDIS. Maybe they just whack the Time Lords to make more. Yeah, there you go. Oh, God, I know.
Came up with a story to go over and fix everything. They won't use it, though.
No, they won't. Brimstone, what's going on, buddy? Over on the YouTube side says here for Who and Sunker Maiden. Hey, well, there you go. You're in the right spot then. You're in the right spot. I appreciate that very much so. A lot of them make these decisions when they're kids, though, just barely adults. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, buyer's remorse if they're old enough to know, and yeah, if they weren't. Yeah, that's a good point. And there's my beautiful wife. Hello, dear Mrs. Conman Nerd. Good to see you. There you go. And yes, your average Patriot Nerd. What's going on, buddy? Can we move on? Yes, we moved on from Wicked.
I did eventually message her. It was like the natives are getting restless.
Yeah, we saw.
Yeah. So, but everybody, that's nerds for you, right? A wonderful, fun little tangent out there. Always good to see.
Get together. And we somehow go into left field somehow.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
It got really bad with Firefly because we were just like, okay, we gotta wait for Nerd. And then someone said something that was just like, wait, I want to talk about that. It turned into 10 more minutes of us just fucking geeking out about Firefly.
Dude, and that worked out great too, that was so funny to like you guys, because I came back and I'm like, y'all are still talking. I'm like, okay, well, that works. That's fine. Not a big deal for me. It worked out just fine. Oh, holy cow. And boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, Common Nerd has to say I'm legitimately honored. I am legitimately honored because it is so very rare, especially with all of the algorithm nonsense that has been going on over the last few months. It is so very, very rare that any of my videos ever get enough traction or enough attention to get anything beyond a troll comment. And ladies and gentlemen, as we always talk about, we love our trolls because trolls, the algorithm doesn't know any different, right? It sees it as nothing more than interaction. That's why I always thank you guys for your comments, because all you are doing is feeding my algorithm. That's why I'm not one of those places that's going to ban you. Say what you want in my chat. It'll be okay. Have at it. Because at the end of the day, all you're doing is feeding my algorithm. You're telling YouTube that everybody loves interacting with this channel. Everybody loves interacting. This content obviously drives engagement. And driving engagement means, guess what? Ad revenue. And the one thing that matters to a major corporation out there, despite all of their virtue signaling, like we found out with Disney and the rest of the Hollywood, the one thing that matters to them more than anything is that almighty dollar, boys and girls. So shout out to all of the trolls. We got Raven, the Geolop Slayer. Good to see you, Raven. The Gloop Slayer. Good to see you. Glad you made it in. And then we got Dardesh, 890. I don't know which video either. I have no idea who you guys are mad about that I talked about.
Everyone not see eventually.
Right. Like, I mean, like, well, because we get James Gunn bros. I get Snyder bros. Like, I don't know who I went after this time, whose hornet's nest I kicked. But I appreciate all of you fabulous folks for being here because you're wonderful. The Lord loves you. May he bless you and keep you for being here because it's always fun. Here's another one. I don't know what support Ebony teachers. Okay, cool. I mean, by all means. I mean, geez, my grandma Odessa, well, she didn't teach. She worked out a lot in the prison school, but that woman was like a 6 foot tall black woman. Grandma Odessa would knock you sideways with a chancla and then feed you peach cobbler afterwards. I love that one. So absolutely support the Ebony teachers. But yeah. There we go. And I think that's the same one. Okay, just checking.
I like
I want to make sure
the booty comment. That one made me chuckle. I was just like, yeah.
No, that's all she's here for is tits. That's really it is.
Basically.
That's all she is.
Why do you think I get drunk constantly? You forgot. You don't watch us a lot, do you?
That's right. She's the drunk. She's the drunk with tits. That's what it is. Yeah, she's the drunk with tits. That's the only reason she gets to show up. It's great. This one's another name though too. Avon Moan. Okay, interesting choice. Avon. All right, good to see you, Avon. Glad you made it in. All right, making sure we don't miss anybody else. We already got Kyle Saber, right? We got Kyle Saber. Right? Over on the Rumble side. There we go. Do Tabletop Junkie Games. Hey. What's up, Tabletop? Go follow Table on Rumble. There you go. That's one of Spartacus's friends. It's cool stuff.
Great guy.
Cool stuff. He is great. Yeah.
Oh, I gotta go follow him. I gotta go check to see if I'm following him.
There you go. All right. See what else we missed as well. I just don't want to make sure we don't miss anybody. Oh no, Miss Glow. I wonder if PBS would have a copy. That would be funny. I used to play them back in the day. Oh, some of the old Doctor Who stuff. Oh, maybe. What will be? What's up, buddy? You're a tease, Serenity. Oh, did you guys hear about her replacement chair? Did you guys hear about replacement chair? Oh. She already replaced the last chair.
What, seriously?
With a new chair now.
Shut up. It's because I spend a lot of more time in my office than I do actually doing fun streamy stuff. Life's been very worky. So I traded the much more comfortable chair and dragged that downstairs and knocked over a few potted plants. And then I put my other chair, took that downstairs, and it's a cool chair. Like, you can sit in it any sorts of way. There's a lot you can. It's one of those very versatile chairs. So.
And it improves the picture too.
Shut up.
What? Good to see you. What will be? Good to see you, Melissa Smith. Good to see you, Melissa. Glad you made it in. Glad you made it in. I got the chat all excited, didn't it? All right. And there's Griffin. He's hanging out too. Yeah, now the chat's going wild. Here we go. All right. It's
actually, I really do love it because it has a second platform that you can, if my dog comes by, he can go over and sit on it. Don't worry, I won't shock him. But it's mostly used to go over and sit down so you can cross your legs and all that stuff. It acts as a mini table if you want it. There's a lot to there.
Okay, so I take this one back. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know what this is because I actually really, either way, I love this super chat. If it's from a troll and they're going to charge back or not, I don't know. It didn't show up on the Rumble in the Rumble studio. I don't know why. Maybe they already deleted it. I have no idea.
Oh no.
Maybe they did. I don't know. Or maybe it's
no.
I mean,
actually,
oh, no, wait, never mind. No, I take this back. Never mind. I take this back. This is actually from, I think this is a direct donation. Is this direct donation?
Oh, thank you.
Oh, it is. I take this back. Sorry, I thought this was from one of the trolls. No, the trolls are already gone. I guess they left. They didn't come back. Shout out. This is from Gurkit. Has tipped $11.51. It was $10, but it's the conversion ratio because I saw it. It's $10. It's the conversion ratio. $10. Says, for the Gooners Eternal Relief Committee of Italy, would like to thank the U.S. for the invention of the push-up bra, and especially the cultural impact of shaving upstairs and below deck. Check your posture, Bella. Check your posture, Bella. Help the Italian gooners find relief. Amen. Oh my God. And so that reminds me. I have that now and one other thing to get to as well.
Oh no.
And but since we did get a direct donation from the Gooners Relief Fund, it's only fair, and it was $10. It's only fair that we help them get some of their relief, boys and girls.
The fucking animals. Jesus Christ.
And I mean, we already saw that one in the intro, so I don't remember. Oh no, I don't. That one's horrible. I'm not showing that one. That one's horrible. But because you did say Gooner, Sunker's kind of judgmental.
Jesus. You can see how fat I've been getting.
I can hear her slamming down her cup.
Oh, thank you, Gurkit, for the direct donation. We appreciate our friends from over on the other side of the pond. And Your Average Patriot Nerd actually did this on the Bible study earlier that we do at Sundays at 2 p.m. But he said go ahead and throw it towards the night stream. But he had gifted 5 Common Nerd subscriptions over on the YouTube side, getting us closer and closer, because I'd mentioned this like on Friday or maybe Thursday or something. I said, because we've got Rumble and YouTube up all of the time, right? And YouTube's green and Rumble's red. I was like, for Christmas, that's what I want. I want my chat all nothing but green and red for Christmas. So I thought that would be really cool to see that on the thingy, my bubber. But so Your Average Patriot Nerd, 5 gifted memberships, and boys and girls, since we already objectified Sunker, let's give you some dancing, baby. Thank you.
Adorable. That makes me think of we had my niece, my family over, so my niece was there. She walks into the house, she kind of dilly-dallies in the kitchen a little bit, and then she walks into the living room where I'm sitting there watching Jurassic Park, and she just looks over at me, holds up her arms, and so I pick her up, I sit her down in my lap, and we're on the part where the T-Rex is about to come out of the forest to attack the Gallimimus. I'm like, nope, we're changing to Scooby-Doo.
That child's about to be scared of dinosaurs forever if you would have kept that scene going.
Well, my sister, she came into the room and I told her about it. She's like, oh yeah, we've watched it with her all the time. We just kind of fast forward through that part.
Dude, just go over and give props to that fucking scene. That scene holds the fuck up. It is like an evergreen fucking scene. Especially when it pops down and just the sound effects they go over and include when the cinematography and everything is just, it's perfect. It's beautiful.
So originally they were going to do that all in claymation, and the guy that they hired is like one of those renowned dinosaur claymation kind of experts. And said they decided there is some test footage online that you can find, but when they decided to switch over to CGI, they kept them on board to help with making sure the dinosaurs look proper.
That's brilliant. That actually warms my heart. So they didn't hire someone and then just like, we have no use for you, GTFO. They still went over and used him for his expertise, which is very sweet.
And then he spent about 30 years to develop a horror movie, which is like you're on acid. It's called Mad God.
That's less sweet, but okay.
But does sound entertaining nonetheless. All right. Well, dope. Thank you, boys and girls. Thank you again, Gurkit. And thank you, Your Average Patriot Nerd. Appreciate you, buddy. I do have to get to a couple of these comments here real quick. Because, I agree with this. And she didn't bring back old chair. No, she didn't. Isn't that horrible?
It's in our front room, you can't.
Someday Sunker will settle down with a nice chair that fits her just right. You're absolutely right. And of course, what will be is volunteering. As always. And Melissa says, so what you're saying is new chair is a minority. That's what it sounds like, Melissa. That's what it sounds like. I think the Italian Senate would also like to thank Japan for Tifa. I completely agree. And not modern Square Enix edited Tifa with those updates to Final Fantasy. No. We're talking like traditional, actual cowboy costume Tifa. So yes,
I was so
absolutely.
disappointed when I saw more little clips of the quote unquote remake, remaster bullshit that is the Final Fantasy remake, and it's just Final Fantasy VII remake, and it's just, well, you have it. It feels like you're watching a starlet actress after she's gotten a couple facelifts. Like, you can see the old magic there, but it's just so a lot of the originality, a lot of the creativity that drew you in, it's kind of dulled. Well, it looks more spectacular in some ways. It's still not the same, and it doesn't really hit the same notes.
No, I can understand that. Absolutely. Yeah, that's kind of the way it goes. That is kind of the way it goes, unfortunately. So, all right, speaking of the way things go, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we love you over on YouTube. The trolls, God, we appreciate you. You're so much fun. This will probably get like the most replay action of any Doctor Who has had since I had Sunkers, like the most exposed of any of the pictures we've got of her on the thumbnails. So, like, I appreciate you guys so much. That'll just be glorious. But please, if you're over on YouTube or if you're out there catching this on the replay, join us on one of alternatives. Rumble, you can find us at the Common Nerd, of course. Yeah, Kick. Some of our folks like to go over there. Pild's an option too. That's one of them new ones out there. That's fun. I got some friends over there that like me to stream over there, so I stream over there because I mean they pay me, so that's how it goes. But yeah, so come join us over there if you would like.
Oh, that actor!
You can always just click the link as well and just open it up in your browser. You don't actually have to make an account. You just will have to make an account in order to participate in the chat. But you can find me on Kick at the Common Nerd or Pilled at the same thing, the Common Nerd. Any of those are options. So we appreciate y'all very, 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 very much. Okay, so who passed away? What are you playing?
Udo Kier. You'll recognize him via his eyes. He has if you go on the link, like his eyes are very distinct, and you'd be like, you may not remember the movie you've seen him in, but you have seen him before.
All right. Well, we'll check that out then. But yeah, there we go. We'll check that out. All right, we're gonna give you a little tease real quick of this fabulous intro.
Are you
that's really
because it might get you a block.
Not if I do 5 seconds.
All right. Not my channel.
I don't even hear anything. It's like it's taking forever to kick in. There, and see, it's literally 12 seconds into that video. That was so weird. All right, that's all you get. There you go.
Sorry, guys.
I know. Blame BBC, not me. But yeah, that's why I wanted to make sure everybody gave their thoughts on the last episode before we cut out of here, so you guys aren't completely absent of something to do. But yeah, Sunker, Spartacus and Griffin can't wave, but they're waving at you. I promise. You just don't realize it. Sunker, wave at everybody. Say goodbye, YouTube. Goodbye. We missed you. Fix your BS. There you go.
Bye, Charles.
For you. That's how a Griffin waves. I love it. Thank you, guys. Find us somewhere else. There we go. All right, here we go, boys and girls. Let's go.
I have to remember the little trick I have. Just pop up the video so I can see it.